I think there's tremendous benefit in figuring out where your skills lie and where they don't lie. And and leveraging up teams, and whether that's, hiring internally or working externally with agencies to fill those gaps to, again, it's a great segue into life's a group project. So it's figuring out those things and having the humility to maybe say, I don't need to be the best at this, or maybe bringing on an agency to learn and to become better at this. Recently we're doing this with a couple different agencies where the foundation was, hey, look, I want to be really good at this, and we're not really good at this, and you are really good at this. And so how do we work together? And not to the point where I become dependent forever, and maybe I do, but maybe to the point where I can stand on my own 2 feet and I can become better. And I think that's a really important kind of balance of when to find an external resource versus try to bring internal resource, because not everything can be solved internally, potentially. That's kind of a failure to kind of understand how it works too. So I think it's a balance. And I think that humility can go a long way in finding the right partnership.
Well, we have a full service advertising agency that buys our media, but also plans the creative, et cetera. And we also have a direct agency as a specialty, and we have a public relations firm that we work with and an events firm. And I have just found that all of those really I want the integration of all of our dollars working together for the best and most effective program we can have. But I also know that you need to have the specialist at the table to do what's needed. So it's this real combination of generalist and specialist. And I think for me, when we think about the agencies that we hire and that we work with, we try to look for people that are smart, people that are going to invest in the business and learning our business, as well as the members that we serve and our prospects. And really, from there, wanting to be a big part of the story, to tell the brand story and live that for us. So we work with people that both do a great job for us and can be trusted and are responsible, but also that will push us because we feel like, they've got that perspective that sometimes being inside, we might lose, or we might be a little more complacent. So we really look for both in our partners that we work with.
I do think anywhere, when I look at our best relationships and our highest quality work, I think it's often done in partnership with an agency, and they're helping us take it to the next level, but it's never fully outsourced. We have somebody inside the firm that, let's say it's paid media. They understand paid media too. They can speak that language. They can hold the agency accountable, but maybe there are 1 or 2 people and we need 10 to get something done. And one of the things we did in my digital marketing role, which we started over about 2 years ago, we created a digital marketing center of excellence. And we have roles in that team that we call digital marketing strategy leads that are deployed in each of our regions, specifically to sit at that nexus point between our field marketing teams and the agencies. And sometimes they're doing project management. Sometimes it's about accountability. Sometimes it's about training and education, but they can help translate what our business is asking for to the agency, and then also help our teams hold the agency accountable and understand what the agency is trying to do.
They're really hands-on in all of our social media spending. So, we're running a lot of campaigns in Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We spend a lot with Google across multiple Google products. So, to have somebody on my staff that's in the consoles every day doing all of the testing and, sort of decisioning just doesn't make sense. And just to your point, we get a team of like 7 people working on our account versus having 1 person internal.
I'm going to go with another MarTech related example. And that's in our retirement business, where we utilized through channel marketing automation. And there's a company, I don't know if I'm supposed to be mentioning brands here, a company that we use to help us with that and to really begin to automate some of our participant engagement programs and helped us to personalize them in a more efficient and effective manner. And, you know, as all good marketers know, personalization often leads to, you know, improved response rates and closure rates and all those kinds of things. And so, you know, I think it played a bit of a role in elevating marketing stature to the business, if you will, in kind of showing, hey, this is something that's happening on the B2B2C side of our business. But by the way, that good result, to your point around ROI, you can take that back and talk to your institutional client about how that worked. So I think it's a little bit of a virtuous cycle, but